From JA to UK to LA and everywhere else now, this is a podcast strictly influenced by Jamaican music, brought to you by Eric Kohler and Junor Francis. Well, if you're driving in your car or you're sitting home alone, the Junior entertain you on his microphone. History of LA Ska. Yeah, hear stories from a guest while we all have a blast. From LA to Jamaica, it's in the podcast. The history of LA Ska. Of LA Ska, yeah. It's the history. Yes, it is. Of LA Ska. History of LA Ska, yeah. It's the history. Yes, it is. Of LA Ska. Of LA Ska. It's the history of LA Ska. One more time, yeah. It's the history of LA Ska.
Welcome to the History of LA Ska one-on-one sessions. I'm your host, Junor Francis, alongside our producer and my good friend, Eric Kohler. Now, this series celebrates ska, rocksteady, and vintage reggae scene in Southern California and beyond through insightful conversations with legends and modern-day talents, including those behind the scenes. And we really and truly want to thank all the people who are working behind the scenes. Therefore, whether you listen to this podcast series, watch us on YouTube, many thanks for your support. And please remember to subscribe. That is very important. And tell as many friends as you possibly can to tune in or watch us. And this amazing episode represents our Latin Ska Roundtable Part 3. Let's welcome drummer, promoter, and proprietor Adrian Gonzalez of Raskahuele, somebody I've known for what seems like eternity. Big respect, Adrian. And Dan DeVio, did I say that right?
Don Diablo.
Dan Diablo. Can you help with the pronunciation of your band?
Don Diablo from Chencha, Berrinches.
Yes, drummer, founding member too,
yes,
right?
Indeed.
Gentlemen.
Been around since 1996.
Yes, sir.
The OGs.
So have we crossed paths along our journey here in Southern California, you and I?
I think so, yeah.
Chances are, yes, right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen,
Wonderful.
thank you for joining us today. Junior and I really, as we talked about off the air, we really enjoy these roundtables. We learn a lot and we celebrate the scene, and that's the whole purpose here. Our first two Latin Ska roundtable discussions featured Bernie of Los Kung Fu Monkeys, Jose from Matamosca. We spoke with Senor Calaca of Ocho Calacas, Azael from La Probra Ska and Concrete Jungle, and Jimmy from Red Store Bums. And you can, we encourage everyone to check out part 1 and part 2 of those roundtable discussions. But now we're going to dive into part 3.
And tell them where they can find those.
Yes, you can find those on the History of LA Ska YouTube channel, or if you go to our History of LA Ska Instagram account, you can find it there as well. So
definitely worth checking out.
Let's dive in. So this is a question for both of you guys. So Latin Ska means different things to different people based on what people have discovered and maybe what they've been told or what they believe is Latin Ska. Personally, my initial interpretation was more so through the traditional Los Angeles scene in the 90s, and seeing bands like Yeska and Jump with Joey and Minto Buru. Then I realized there were other types of Latin Ska I discovered through some friends of mine like Los Fabulosos Cadillacs and Panteon Rococo and even King Chango. And then I heard Ska Cubano because I've always been amazed by the connection between Cuba and Jamaica. And then I realized there's a whole other world of Latin Ska, right? And the connection to say the ska core scene, to put it very kind of dumb it down for my own explanation. But how do you guys define Latin Ska? Adrian, why don't we start with you?
Okay, I think it's a like for us I'm talking about Raskahuele it's a fusion. It's a lot of rhythms, a lot of types of music, putting it together, because when you saw a ska band or original ska reggae or rocksteady, doesn't have percussions like timbales, congas, right? So the fusion is coming from there, from the percussions, because you add in not just 3 horns or 4 horns, bass, 2 guitars sometimes, or keyboards and bass and drummers, but you add in Afro instruments, like tambores or timbales, congas,
Right.
that kind of instruments. So that makes more Latin, more you're listening all the other types of music, like when they play together is more más sabroso, dijera Celia Cruz, it's more kind of cumbia, salsa, so that's what I think.
Okay.
To me.
I like that. Yeah. How about you, Diavlo?
Yeah, we used to call ourselves Mexisca, Chencha Berrinches Mexisca, which we thought it was like a guacamole of rhythms, like Adrian said, because we used to put cumbia, punk, and ska into one song, so that was like a guacamole of rhythms, which we never did only one rhythm in one song. And Adrian could help me out with this, that our music, it was we could put a cumbia in the middle of the song. So that was our that was what different our scene from the Latin ska, like you said, Panteon Rococo, they have their own unique rhythms, Latin ska and Fabulosos Cadillacs, which I think Raskahuele could be within those bands, because they do play like that rhythm, a lot of Latin ska, sabroso, super sabroso.
Right. And even some reggae for that matter too.
Exactly. Yep.
No, I like that.
Well, yeah, a lot of reggae, right, Raskahuele?
Yeah, for Raskahuele, because
I've seen you practically all reggae.
I love reggae. I love
Yeah.
reggae. So
In the early days, I've seen you do some serious reggae sets.
If you see my playlist, is like 1,000 songs of reggae and thousands artists from reggae, and
Right.
like 6 bands of ska. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why the music has a lot of influences. Because I usually use to listen Rubén Blades.
Yeah, right.
Rubén Blades. I have my tattoo here.
You are a big fan, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan for Rubén Blades, so that's why I bring that songs to put it on the Raskahuele songs and Raskahuele music.
Right.
But at the same time, I listen Damian Marley. I listen Alpha Blondie, Bob Marley. A lot of reggae. So sometimes when depends when I feel when the music hits me, I start playing reggae. Reggae.
Right.
And you feel no pain.
Right.
And I feel okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So this question is for both of you. I try to make it simply. So in your opinion, who are the godfathers of Latin ska and the groups who defined and generally influence the contemporary Latin ska core scene? Who are some of the godfathers in your opinion? For both of you. If there is such a thing as godfather.
We used to call it I think every band here used to call ourselves Godfathers, because I saw we used to call ourselves Godfathers too, and we used it in one picture like long time ago.
Right. But your group, Chencha, is really one of the OGs, right? And one of the earlier on the LA scene or SoCal scene. Is that
since 96. But it's not about that. It's just every band here, man. Now you listen to all these kids that are making their band, and they sound super good, bro.
Yeah.
So they could be the Godfathers, even though they're in the scene like a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe for lack of a better definition, though, how about seniority? Elder statesmen and women who, in a sense, and started band back when you guys did.
Yeah, but were there any groups that greatly influenced you, Don Diablo?
Yeah, Maldita Vecindad, for example.
Okay.
But here in LA, when I got to this country, I didn't even know what ska was. So I came from a little town from Guanajuato, where we didn't even have TV or radio. So imagine that. So I got here and started listening to music. I went to a concert. One of my friends took me there, which was a Maldita Vecindad concert.
Okay.
And that blew my mind. So I'm like, man, I want to be on stage one of these days playing music.
And what kind of music you heard at that live concert, sir?
Maldita Vecindad?
What kind of music?
Ska music.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
First introduction. So how old were you when you
I'm
first-
sorry?
How old?
I was old already.
No, I mean, are you 15, 10, or you're
Yeah, I came here like age of 15, I think.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Mhm. So that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's a very influential age.
15,
Yeah.
16.
Right, right.
Mhm.
What about you, Adrian? As far as groups that influence you, and who would you consider some of the godfathers?
The godfathers of ska. It's just the for the new wave or the ska core.
Yeah, the new wave. Right. No,
new wave?
not Scatterlights or
Yeah, okay, no. Nah, it's not.
in the Los Angeles area, in the greater
mean,
South area.
Like, it depends. I think it's more than that. It's all about music. Okay, each band has their own signature,
Right.
right?
Nice way to say it.
So if you think because one band sold more tickets than the other one, that doesn't mean it's a better band or it's
Right.
it's a godfather band, you know? Like
Right.
I mean, I grew up in the ska scene in LA, and my first band I hear it from here was Chencha Berrinches.
Mhm.
And I went to the parties and the backyards and I
Backyard
danced and backyard gigs and
After parties with Chencha
after,
Berrinches.
yeah, and I remember that. So I can say one of the godfathers of ska is Chencha Berrinches.
Right.
to me,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Thank you, bro.
Because I just bring back on my opinion is not only who sell more tickets, you know, who play better than the other one.
Right.
They have, if you notice this, every band has their signature.
Mhm.
There's some different.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of bands from everywhere sound similar. It's got the same beat, same rhythms. No, and if you hear Ocho Calacas, sounds different than Chencha Berrinches.
Absolutely.
If you hear play music from Chencha Berrinches and then you listen music for Raskahuele, it's huge difference.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very, very, very diverse. That's a great.
So,
that's a
so
great
that so to me, it's everyone has their own signature, and it's nice and it's very important to having that kind of bands in LA.
Mhm. Now,
That's not-
Don did say that he was introduced to ska on or about at age 15. How about you? What your first introduction to ska, Adrian?
My first time I was 17.
And here in Southern California or somewhere else?
No, when I born in Oaxaca, Mexico.
Mhm.
I live on the DF or Ciudad de Mexico, la capital.
Okay.
So that's why I started listening ska.
Oh, okay. And or about what time period?
I'm sorry?
What time period? And who were some of the bands you heard then?
Which bands?
And when?
It was like when I was 17, my first band that I listened is Panteón Rococó.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Panteón Rococó, my first song was Tolvache para Negra. I'm excited. I love that song.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Mhm.
Diablo. Let's
Yes,
start.
sir.
So, we talked earlier, you said that the Chencha started in 96.
October 2, 1996, our first show was in Huntington Park High School during lunch.
Your 20th anniversary coming up soon.
Yeah, in October.
2
And
years
I
time.
Talk about forming the group, if you would, and how important playing some of the backyard parties back then was to the band's developing the fan base.
up to now, our shows are super important as the first one, because from 96 to now, I think we're building not only our fan base but the LA scene. If I don't know, that's my opinion, but I think we open all these scene from which is right now from LA. Like Adrian said, for him is we are the godfathers, not because we play beautiful music or the best music, like I don't know, Beethoven or big orchestras, but because we've been here since one of the first bands in LA that open up for open this scene here that it's now in the LA scene, which but I don't want to disrespect Los Olvidados and 15 Letras with those bands were before us, but I think they disappeared or they didn't do much, but they opened
the door.
They were one of the first ska bands in Spanish here in LA.
So how many of the original members that were in the group from 96 have continued on to present day?
I'm the only one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think two of my musicians, which is Christian, the singer, and Oscar Loera, guitar player, they've been around like for more than, I don't know, 20 years.
Right. So almost original, so to speak. Yeah.
Almost.
And to Adrian's point about your group, in the previous two Latin Ska roundtable discussions, your group Chencha was brought up numerous times, and even in some of the other interviews that we've done. So it's not surprising to hear Adrian say that you guys are such an important group to the scene. So let's also talk about Diavlo. Another question for you. So the Allen Theater in Southgate, right, was also a big important venue for the scene. Is that accurate?
Oh yeah, especially because it's right here, like 2 blocks from my house, which is your house too. And the after parties were here in my house, like, so that was super important. But not because of that. Cause the Allen Theater opened the doors for all these new bands and old bands, so that was a big party every Saturday or Friday in the Allen Theater. So it was super important for us because we had a venue to play
in your backyard.
And that was, and are we talking late 90s and 2000s at this point?
I think so. Do you remember, Chapo? What year was this?
Yeah.
The Allen Theater?
Well, our second show in a stage.
I was there.
Was the Adrian Theater.
Wow.
Yeah.
The first show that we played was at the Tiki Room in Pomona.
Oh, the Tiki Room, right?
The Tiki Room, yeah, in Pomona. It's not a big place, but
yeah. Right.
Anyways, nobody went, so yeah.
The Allen Theater was definitely a place where a lot of fans went to. So Diavlo, would you say between the Allen Theater and some backyard parties, I mean, that really helped your band right, thrive and just gain the fans?
Oh yeah, not only my band, a lot of, like I said, a lot of bands that were coming up at that moment. So we had a stage, we had a venue where we can play, which was the Allen Theater. after doing all these backyard gigs with no stage, no security, no nothing, to go to Allen Theater, that was super important to us. Which I think after yeah, it was Allen Theater or one of those venues with our friend John. He had our house before, I think. Yeah, before the Allen Theater. So the Allen Theater was super important. And also Las Pampas, we have here like another 2 blocks, but the other way, which we play a lot there. And the after parties were here at 90. I was gonna say my address, but 2 blocks from here. So this house was always
a music house.
Yep.
Yes, sir. So your band has Diablo, your band has performed alongside some larger than life men like Inspector, Pantio, Rococo, and some others. Is there anything that you and your bandmates have learned from performing alongside these international bands?
Oh yeah, we learn a lot.
Give us some example.
I'm sorry.
Some examples.
Imagine like I said, I came to this country when I was like 15, 16 without knowing about music. And I went to a concert, which was Maldita Vecindad. If I'm not mistaken, it was at the Palace in Hollywood.
Wow. Okay.
Café Tacuba and Víctimas, if I'm not mistaken. Long time ago. So Maldita Vecindad came one of my favorite bands. And then years after, I met Sax from Maldita Vecindad, which he just passed. Que en paz descanse. And he produced our second album, which that album took us to Europe. So imagine how much can we learn from that monster, which was Sax from Maldita Vecindad. He's a monster. Right. He knew all the instruments. He's a good producer, super musician. So we learned a lot.
Right.
From Maldita Vecindad, from Sax.
Yeah, and that was actually going to be one of our questions about Sax. So
2000. That's where we are. 2004, right? I think you were with Sax.
Yeah, 2004. Yeah, because we went to Europe 2005 with.
What was that experience like?
Oh man, the best experience with working with Sax. Yep.
Share some examples,
huh? I can give you a lot. He said, okay, well, we were looking for a producer. So we went to A.V. Quintanilla from Selena's brother. He's like, yeah, I'll produce your album. It's gonna cost you $40,000 per song. I'm like, no, thank you, bro. So we got the producer from Megadeth. That's why in that album we have Ring of Fire, because the producer told us, hey, what if we record Ring of Fire?
Is that the Johnny Cash?
Yeah. Yeah. And we recorded. So after the producer from Megadeth, we contact Sax, and he's like, we told him, hey, Sax, we're gonna give you 6 songs, and producer from Megadeth is gonna take another 6. And Sax said, nope. The whole album, or I don't work with you.
All or none.
We were like, yeah, go ahead, Sax. These are yours, bro. So he took us to Tempe, Arizona, because he's like, I'm not gonna record in LA because you're big ñoños. Big ñoño means you're ¿cómo se podrá decir, Chapo? Big ñoño, like little kids. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna go home. I miss my mom. I wanna go to my girlfriend's. So he took us.
He wanted less distractions.
Yeah, exactly. For 3 weeks in one room, hotel room. That's all we did. Record, go to sleep. Record, go to sleep for 3 weeks. Yeah, without mama and girlfriends and all that.
Right. and overall, were you pleased with the sales of the album?
I'm sorry.
Were you pleased with the outcome?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. It's a good album. It's a good album. Yeah. Like I said, that album took us to Europe because we needed an album.
Success.
How extensive of the European tour was that? How many?
Uh,
How many?
Mm.
we did like I think it was like almost 40
Wow.
40 dates back to back, Monday to Monday. We opened for the Tonhosen, which is a huge band from over there in Europe. We did like 11 days with them with Tonhosen. Before us, it was Molotov from Mexico, 2 days.
Sure.
After us, it was Green Day.
Wow.
Social D. After Social D was Black Flag. So it was a huge tour.
You're in great. You're
So
in
they
great
took us for
company.
11.
I'm just out of curiosity. Where are some of the places that you visited, or you toured, or performed?
Yeah, we did Germany, Italy, Czech Republic, Austria,
Nice.
and Switzerland.
Yeah, for a bunch of youngsters, that's a major accomplishment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we played like for at least $80,000 in the whole tour. 80,000 people.
80,000 people.
On the whole yeah.
And that, so we're talking mid 2000s then? Like
2005, yeah.
205.
Yeah, 205.
Okay.
Mm.
2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, after Sax produced that album.
Right.
Yeah.
And have you gone back to Europe since?
Yeah, we went back like what was I think more than 6. I think it's 10 years ago.
Okay.
Already 10, yeah.
Yeah, you due for another trip.
Yeah, we went to Sweden only 15 days.
Okay.
That's still
Right. And one more question for you, and then Adrian, we're going to turn to you. Diavlo, speaking of touring, what other international countries have you toured?
Colombia, Mexico. We're going back to Mexico. Let's go, Chapo. US, and I think that's it.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Adrian?
Yes. Adrian, let's talk about the formation of Raskahuele.
That's gonna be quick. we don't do too much. Yeah.
No, but so what year?
I started the band in 2004, March 2004.
So 20th anniversary.
Yeah,
Oh,
20.
That's right. Yes.
20.
Happy anniversary.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so why did you start the band?
Where?
Why? What did you
Why?
feel there was a void? You just had this burning.
Yeah, because first I love music, and at the time I started learning playing drums with the band.
Okay.
I started the band from zero, from the scratch. Okay, we didn't know anything about music, nothing about read music, nothing about nothing. Okay, so in 2000 I opened the Bolocho shop.
Mm.
So I started selling T-shirts and CDs, records, and
that was in downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah, downtown.
We play there. We play there too with Chapo.
Yeah. The garment district.
Yeah.
The garment district.
The garment district, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where I first met you down there.
Yeah. So I started asking guys when coming to buy merchandise, and I asked me like, "Hey, do you play trumpet? Do you play something, like guitar, bass, something?" and that's I found Rudo, the trumpet player.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the, after me was him, because he's no more at the band. But we built the band together, him and me.
And how long the band is still in existence? Because I haven't heard your guys' name for some time. Are you guys still performing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think you had a 20th anniversary concert earlier this year, right?
Yeah, we had the celebration at the 1720 with Chencha, Berrinches,
That's right.
It was lit, bro.
Yeah, and we invite a special guest was Rubén Albarrán from the singer from Café Tacuba.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Nice.
That's big.
No, my first time stopping by your record store downtown Los Angeles, I think Eric took me. We were dropping off reggae nucleus and flyers. I thought it was rather interesting to hear reggae music blast in the heart of downtown Los
Right.
Angeles
That
at
was
that time. And you were very receptive and friendly. Additionally, I wanted to ask you though, what are some of the challenges that you did face at the time keeping the shop open, and why did you?
Open.
Because that's such an amazing and prime location.
Yeah, we close because the gentrification, the new era in downtown, they coming a lot of white people to live in downtown.
Mhm.
You know, so the factories
Mm.
they start closing. So the all Latino people they go to DJ, to San Diego, to Riverside. So the owner of the building sold the building,
Wow.
right? And then the new owner asked me for you gotta move because we're gonna remodel this building, the whole building. So that's why
Mhm.
Right.
that's
So
the reason.
you didn't
that-
really, you didn't have a choice.
So were you able
Yeah.
to pay your overhead when you were open, and for how many years you stayed open?
15 years.
And you were able to pay your bill
15.
up until that point.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, man. Exposed a lot of people downtown to reggae music.
Yeah, all the whole kids coming from in the MTA in the bus to buy tickets, to buy t-shirts, to
Right,
yeah.
it's-
Prime
Yes.
location. That was
Yes.
a prime location.
Adrian, going back to Raskahuele, so how many of the original members are still in your group?
in the group. Like five
Okay.
members.
20
five
years.
members.
Retained 5. That's wonderful.
And if you had to guess how many shows the two of you have done together over the years, how many would it be?
Sorry, I can hear you.
If you had to guess how many shows Raskahuele and Chencha Berrinches have done together over the years, how
Yeah,
many?
a lot,
A lot.
a lot. Yeah, a lot.
A lot, and I
And-
even I'm still asking Chapo to book us with Raskahuele again.
There we go.
He's always playing with them.
So why do you call him Chapo?
That's his street name.
I don't know why do
Oh, you
we
know?
Chapo?
I didn't know,
On the Chapo.
Yeah,
How did you get Chapo?
That's his
that's-
nickname, Chapulín.
that's my nickname because I'm from Oaxaca.
All right.
And Oaxaca is grasshoppers. You know the grasshoppers, the little
Yeah,
animals?
right.
course.
Yes.
That's in Oaxaca from chapulines.
Got it. Okay.
Interesting.
So
That makes sense.
yeah, and when I get the nickname was on the JC Fandango at the Panteon Rococo show in 2001. I met one guy over there, you know, Nacho. Where's the Nacho?
Mm-hmm.
So we start dancing, we start skanking, but everyone's get like wow, why he's dancing like that? 'Cause I came from Mexico. In Mexico City, skank is different, or bailan is bailan diferente. So it's more jump and ¿qué se puede decir? Run, ¿no? Corriendo,
Yeah, running.
running, and that's why I
So you
did
know
that.
you're jumping like a grasshopper.
Like a grasshopper.
I love it. That's great.
And also one guy of the C-Spot, you know the band C-Spot.
Yeah,
Yes, of
man,
course.
of course.
I don't the guitarist player, I forgot the name, but he called me Grasshopper. Hey, Grasshopper, because he knows I'm calling Chapulín, right?
Mhm.
Was it Brian? Brian,
Brian, yeah.
yeah, right.
All
Right.
right.
Also former Aggrolites, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he went to Bolochos. Went to the Aggrolites member. We have Los Salón Victoria, Sectacor,
Yes.
Chencha, a lot of bands.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
I have in the mezzanine in the second floor. We have like my studio, but it's a good size. So we're starting putting shows, like underground shows.
Wow.
¿Tocaste ahí, don Diablo? Armando?
¿Cómo?
¿Tocaste ahí arriba?
Yeah, we play there, bro, with Scarnales, I think.
Oh, con nuestros canales from Texas.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of things in Bologna.
Oh, yes. So let me take it back to 2010, the Skanking Reggae Fest 2010. Tell us about that one. It was, in my opinion, larger than life, very historic, memorable. But you pick it up from there, and why you were able to put that festival together. What was the thinking that went into it?
Because to me, it is necessary to having a festival like that, because it's a lot of festivals, like Cali Roots. I love that festival, but it's strictly reggae, like only reggae, and it's fine. I love reggae. The one of the new huge festivals is Bésame Mucho. But at the same time, so you only have like 3 or 4 bands, the ska and a lot of pop and a lot of norteño. It's mixing a lot of groups. So we have the idea to put in a ska reggae bands together in one stage. And I always thinking in a local scene, always.
Right. Wanting to support.
The support, because if you don't have the support, especially if it's only ska and only reggae,
right,
like
But I think the only place that could take place is here in Los Angeles because of the diverse population, right?
Yeah.
You have infected from Mexico, you have Dread Marai from way down under, you have
Argentina,
Tokyo Ska Parade, and I've left quite a few. But rattle off some of the big names that performed at that particular event. Some of the other names that I left off.
Over the
you forget a Real Big Fish.
Right. Yes. Real Big Fish. Right.
That was the headliner.
They were. Yeah. And you had the Slackers play when at least
Slackers. Yes.
Right.
Slackers. Yes.
Yeah.
And also Adhesivo from El Salvador.
Oh, okay. So when you started it, did it start at the Pico Rivera Sports Arena, or did you start small?
The first show was at the Pico Rivera Sports Arena.
And you did it there for a few years, right?
Yes, like 3 years.
And then at one point you partnered with Golden Voice, and you did a couple shows at the Shrine.
Yes.
Right.
One guy from Golden Voice, they come into me and they say, "Hey, you know what? You're doing a great job."
Yes.
Because it's kind of hard to having that huge bands together.
Right.
And he said like, "Hey, if you need support, if you need something from us, ask. Let us know. We can work together. We can help you with venues, with ticketing, with a lot of things." So I'm curious, and I say, let's talk about it next time. Not today, right? But at the same time, in the same week, they coming one guy from Live Nation, and he said the same, like, "Hey, how much you want for your festival?"
Right.
Like, what? I'm not selling my festival, dude.
Right.
I put in a lot of work to this, and it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in making in the money or making money. If you do good things, money comes like from. So he started saying, "Okay, let's do something. Give me the lineup. Tell us the bands you want, and I'm a Live Nation in charge of everything: the venue, ticketing, securities, parking, everything, and we're going to give you a $10 for a ticket. I said, no. If I do that, I keep myself like I have to do this because I love it. I love promote.
Right.
I love go to the streets and pass the flyers, and I love talk to people and I say, hey, I have this event coming up.
Sure.
And look, the first thing is promote the bands. There's a lot of people who listen Panteon Rococo, they didn't know a real big fish exists. And then at the same time, hey, you listen reggae? Yeah. Do you know Drake Marai? No. Who is Drake Marai? Okay, here's the info.
Yeah.
So
you had CDs. In addition
I'm
to
focused,
flyers, you had hundreds of CDs that you gave out to.
exactly. I'm
Right.
promoting bands.
Yes.
First of all,
Yes.
I'm focused on promote the bands, because if we don't have bands, we don't have shows, we don't have music,
Right.
we don't have.
Right.
The first is the bands.
Right.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of discovery, right? And I mean that cross section, like you talked about, right, of traditional ska with some Latin ska, with some ska punk, pop ska, roots reggae. I mean, it ran the gamut. Bringing in Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra as well, and then the Scatolites. Yeah, no, I mean it was very, very unique. So how many years did you do it total?
6.
6. Okay.
6 years.
Right.
So when was the last one? Was that at the Shrine in 2000? That was the last one.
2018.
The second
2018. Yeah, because we have to stop for the pandemic.
pandemic.
Right.
COVID, yes.
Yeah.
The pandemic.
Right. Don Diablo, back to you for a minute. So how did you get your nickname?
Man, I don't know. Someone started calling me Diablo. Diablo here, Diablo there, Diablo over there.
Right.
And years pass by, and I'm getting old, so it's Don Diablo now.
All right. Fair.
It's not Diablito, it's not that no more. It's Don Diablo. Older.
Con,
A little bit older.
con
Right.
B mayúscula.
B.
This question for both of you. So do you feel that the scene that you're part of right now in Southern California is more popular now than it has been over the course of the last 2 decades? And if so, do you think it's also a result of Adrian, some of what you laid the groundwork as a promoter, but also with promoters like what Evercore and Concrete Jungle and among other groups or other promoters? Because in some ways, in my opinion, it seems like, and I call it the Latin ska scene, but obviously it's beyond that. But it's almost like what rock and Espanol used to be, right? So comment on that if you think like the state, the healthiness of the scene.
Well, the scene's still going because these guys like Chapulín, other promoters, they haven't let go.
Right.
If they don't do all these concerts, it wouldn't be banned no more.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have a stage to play, a venue to play. So thanks to these guys like Chapulín, he's doing his thing. Asael from Concrete Jungle and some other promoters. Thanks to them that are still believing in our scene, in the ska scene, because man, their concerts, there's a lot of people that like the rhythm, that like the ska.
Wow.
So yeah, they haven't let go.
Yeah. Right.
And that's cool, man. Don't let it go.
Yeah.
Keep on
It's
doing
curious.
concerts, bro.
Sorry, it's curious because it's not it's I think it's only 2, 3, 4 productions who make ska shows. One is Asael from Concrete Jungle, another one is Clemente from Evil Core.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's it's very important to having them because they started doing shows in the live in or the scene, right? They started doing shows because they need promote to their own band, like Clemente La Resistencia and Azael La Pobreza and Chapulín or Adrian Raskahuele.
Right.
So they have it's something behind that, you know. It's not interesting in the money and who sell more tickets. It's more the we made it for love for the scene
Yep.
for the music, because it's another type of promoters like Live Nation and Golden Boys. They're looking bands who sell tickets,
Sure.
like you know, they having a very important venues like House of Blues, like Shrine Auditorium or YouTube Theater, but they have to sell tickets.
Sure. Right. Right.
So we can do that. Like that's why I'm interested in keep going and keep doing shows.
Yeah.
And when are you coming back with your big event?
When? October.
Yeah. October.
October.
So the date is set and the place.
Uh,
What bands you have in mind? All three questions.
He's putting you on the spot, Adrian.
Because I know your scope is extremely wide.
Come on,
Yeah.
Adrian, tell us.
yeah.
Scatterlights, you brought everyone here.
We're still working on it because
All right.
I'm deciding to bring back the festival, but I think it's gonna be in LA.
Okay.
We're moving to Las Vegas.
Oh,
You,
wow.
you have my number, bro.
I know. And to email.
Vegas.
Yo sí tengo tu dirección.
Vegas. All right. Well, you gotta go to Vegas. You gotta go.
Talk about some of the other bands right now from the scene that you feel are really helping, yeah, and that have become popular and able to do some good business out there.
Good business.
Well, to growing their fan base and the people.
La
I
Muerte.
think it's pues it's I think it's Ocho Calacas.
Mhm.
Ocho Calacas. I think it's only Ocho Calacas. But
Matamoros,
like
they're
a-
doing
like
their
a-
thing too. They're touring everywhere, no?
Matamoros, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
ustedes van a México también, ¿no?
yeah. But bands that are coming up or they're being around, they're helping the scene a lot too. I think La Muerte, they're doing their thing too. They have followers. Yeah.
I think La Pobreza también.
La Pobreza.
La Pobreza.
Yeah. Another band that I was hearing the other day, we play with them, Libertadores. They're doing good things too.
Good to know. So a question for both of you guys. What non-Latin ska band typically go over well with the Latin fans? None, for instance.
Yeah, like for instance,
Scatterlights,
we
Tokyo Ska Parade.
yeah, and with like the most recent Skaland, right? So there were some non Latin ska type of bands, right? I think it was Western Standard Time has played, Steady 45s, a few of them. But are there others that you see that do really well as far as like the fan response?
That are not in our scene?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the question.
Wow. Who could it be? I don't know.
I think to me La Santa Cecilia, you know La Santa Cecilia,
Oh yeah.
that's
Yeah,
huge now. Because but that I know, and I know the band is they have members from La Banda Escalavera.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's ska band, yeah. It's the bass player, the guitarist, and one more. I think the drummer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
speaking of, so La Banda Escalavera has been because they were around for a while, and we actually had the
Worked with
pleasure
them
of
a couple
working
of
with
times.
them a couple times. But
Mhm.
so they disbanded, they broke up a few years back.
Yeah, like before the pandemic, like in
Right.
So they regrouped, they
2017.
came back, they regrouped, they reformed.
No,
No, I don't think so. No.
No, I think Adrian was saying there's a few musicians that are in.
Oh, okay.
Santa
Yeah.
Cecilia.
Yeah, in Santa Cecilia, and also the George, the singer, the singer from Restore Bombs.
Mhm.
It's George's brother, the
Yeah,
singer of La
that-
Banda Escalavera.
That's what they were saying during the interview.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What are the meanings of your name? So why did you choose Raskahuele, and what does that mean, Adrian?
Raskahuele. It's a nice history. Because when I go to the school, when I was like 6, 7 years, outside of the school, it's a lady selling candies and fruit, and they selling a little package. It's kind of little paper,
Okay.
with a gum, with a little gum, and inside they have the Raskahuele. So the Raskahuele was a little paper. So you scratch that paper, and it's like
Smells.
if you have a lucky, it smells to strawberry, banana, nice. It smells good.
Yes.
But if you have really bad luck, you scratch that and it smells nasty, like nasty. ¿Recuerdas, Sondelo?
I remember those, yeah, the little scratch things, smelly
Yeah.
scratch. Yep.
So I picked that name, Raskahuele, because I love reggae, right?
Right.
And Junor knows the Rastafari, Rasta brothers, the
Yes.
Ras, then Raska, Ska, Raska, Ska, Ska, Ska is it's our music, right?
Yes.
Nice.
So that's the meaning, like Raska, reggae, Ska. So I have the two readings.
No, I never.
All encompassed.
That,
Wonderful.
that makes sense. Very clever. Yeah, very creative and unique.
Mhm.
Don Diavlo, what about the meaning of your band's name?
In our little town, it was this old lady that used to sell, I think, tortillas. And my mom sent me over there to buy tortillas to eat for lunch or whatever. So she was super mean to me. So when
Any
we
particular reason?
so when we started the band, my mom said, "Hey, ¿por qué no le ponen what you don't name your band Lorenza Corajes?" Which was the name of the old lady, Lorenza Corajes, which is Corajes means tantrums or mean. She was super mean. So we were like, yeah, maybe, but how about Chencha, Berrinches? Because in Mexico, the CH, like the Che, sounds a lot like chinga, chale, everything's with the CH. So we name it Chencha Berrinches because of that.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. And we started using the logo from El Chapulín Colorado. Chapulín Colorado from Mexico City, the hero, Chespirito.
Okay.
Not familiar.
Why was she so mean to you?
I don't know. She just was mean, the old lady. She was always mad.
right.
Not only to me, to everybody.
Okay. You were the exception.
Right. All right. So let's talk about the recorded music that you have. So Diavlo. So you mentioned your second album, right? That came out, I think, in 2004. How many recorded albums do you have to date, and where can people find them?
You can find them every on social media with all platforms, digital platforms. We have it under CD Baby, so we have three albums.
3 full lengths. Okay.
Yeah, and at one time we broke up, so it was 2 Chenchas, one over there and one over here. So we recorded with Sax another album, but with Chencha Berrinches, now with the old members. So it was a little weird right there. So we have 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your most recent one was what year?
Before COVID.
Before COVID.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that was one of the last works that one of the last albums that Sax did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
show you something. I'm gonna go over there and bring something
oh,
that I have
please,
here.
please,
All right.
This, right here on this garage, we used to we started practicing here back in 90, I think 96, 97. So right here we did the pre-production with sax in
Wow.
this studio. So let me show you something.
Yes, please. And what an honor and how special that must have been, right? Because you seen, as you mentioned, Maldita Vecindad in concert and how influential they were. And then for you to work with sax on a couple albums, I can only imagine how special that was. All right, here we go.
Without respect, I think that can you see it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Without respect to his family, to him, and
Is
he
that
forgot
Clark?
his shoes here.
Right. Wow. Yeah. It's special.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super special for me.
you probably couldn't hear me say this. I'll repeat it. So it must have been so special working with sax because, right, so you saw Maldita Vecindad in concert, right, and it was so influential and mind-blowing to you, and then fast forward, right, you work with him on 2 albums. I can only imagine how special that must have been.
He was more than he was my brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every time he come here to on tour, he always call me and come here to the house and hang out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was my
Yeah.
brother. Yeah.
Right.
so Adrian, same question to Adrian, right?
Yes.
How many albums or songs, EP,
We have
CD? Well, you started out during the height of the CD era.
we have 3 albums.
Yeah.
Okay.
We each album has 12 songs.
Mhm.
We have 3 compilations.
Mhm.
It's a single songs, and we have 4 singles.
Okay.
So we're gonna release our new single in next month, in June 25th.
Oh, nice. All right.
I have a new single who was producer for Leonardo Socchi. He's a music director from Lila Downs.
Okay.
Have that song, and we're working on the whole album.
Okay.
now.
So in 2010, 11, 12, back then you used to work with more reggae bands. What has happened over the years? Why in the reggae scene, I hardly hear the name. Have you shifted focus? Asia.
Yeah. You know what? I started working with anti-doping. Maybe you guys know the Javier Castellanos. He's one of the owners of the JC Fandango.
Oh, okay.
He came he brings the idea to he has their own festival they call LA Sound System. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
So he came to me to the store, and he started asking me like, hey, which bands we can, reggae bands or ska bands from Mexico City, we can bring it to the festival. And I said, okay, anti-doping. And he says, oh, I started looking for anti-doping, and he said, it's okay, trust me, bring anti-doping, bring anti-doping. Okay, and he started working on the visas, and I didn't know nobody from anti-doping. So when I met anti-doping was in the Rasta World. It's a store in downtown LA. It's selling this Jamaican guy selling a lot of things from Jamaica, all about reggae, like a roots reggae, like clothing, t-shirts, hats, shoes. And I was hanging out there in Los Angeles street. When I came into the store, I saw anti-doping inside the store shopping, like the guys, the musicians. No? And I said, hey, Jacobo, he's a singer. Hey, Jacobo, he doesn't know me. Like, hey, hi, hey, you're the singer for Anti-Doping, right? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. My name is Adrian Chapo, and I asked for you guys. I talked
Yes,
to the
promoted.
the promoter
Yeah.
and asked I recommend your band. Oh, nice, thank you. It's nice to hear that, right? So after that, I started working with Anthropy. Like
Right.
I do management for like almost 5 years.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah.
So that's why the reggae Spanish reggae start growing in LA
Yes.
Yes.
because I start bringing Cultura Profética from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Then I bring Red Marai, I bring Los Cafres, and I put shows in House of Blues on a Monday and Tuesday.
Slow
I
night.
remember, I remember Monday in House of Blues Anaheim, and Tuesday in House of Blues Hollywood.
Wow.
Like we're touring with the bands, but it's kind of weird because Monday,
Yeah.
Slow night.
Tuesday, it's kind of hard days.
Those are risky nights.
Yeah, but they sold out.
Mhm.
They sold out. It's a lot of people listen reggae in
Right.
LA.
Wonderful.
So this interview is going to air sometime in June. So talk about what the rest of the summer and fall. Adrian, I know you mentioned that you're working on a big festival, but you'll also have Raskahuele will also have other shows throughout summer and fall. You expecting to be pretty busy?
No, I have because we're focused in doing music. We're recording it.
Okay.
Recording.
It takes too much work, too much time.
So you need to focus. I like that.
Focus. We need to focus on that.
Right.
Yeah, because especially if we, like Don Diavlo knows, we're working with Tokyo Ska Paradise now to make a Raskahuele featuring Tokyo Ska
Wow.
in one song. Yeah, I have Tokyo, and I have Joy Marai too in our new album.
Wow.
You
That's
have to focus. It's a
Good.
lot of work.
That's a
You
winner.
know those,
That's a
you,
winner.
you know those guys, right? It's very, very professional. Trust
That's
me,
a
it's
winner.
kind of hard work with,
Yeah, you're not
with
kidding.
those guys. So.
That's a winner
Right.
already.
And you're and when are you targeting for the album to come out? Are we
I
talking
think it
next
said
year?
June. No, June. Did you say June?
No, June for the album.
Yeah.
For the album.
No, I'm still working on the album.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe at the end of October or November.
Mhm.
Okay. So later
No,
then.
I think in June he's gonna
Yeah, but in
release the
June
single.
I'm gonna release a single.
The single.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yes. Yeah. That's right.
They
So
call esta situación.
okay.
Nice.
And Don Diablo, how about you? But what does the summer and fall look like for Chencha?
Yeah, I think Chapu's Festival, we're gonna play there for sure.
I love
¿Sí o no, cabrón?
You're both.
No, he didn't.
No, Adrian,
Send me that contract right now.
we
man.
heard it. We heard it. This is documented. So you have
You heard Chapu, he said yes.
he did.
Yes, of course. You know what? I remember.
He signed the paper.
I'm gonna borrow this idea. I like your approach.
Yeah,
listen.
you know what? I always remember with the band. You know, with my band, we play at the Dub Club, and I think it was a Sly and Robin show.
Oh yes.
And
Right.
I
Oh,
Sly at the Dub Club, and Raskahuele opened the show, right? And Junor goes to and pick the microphone.
The
And
best.
say, hey, give it up. Yeah. And like, he's doing his job, right? So, hey, you know, Rascalele. Huh? Like, he said Rascalele. En vez de Raskahuele. So that's
But he meant
I left off
what?
the
Spaniard.
He
I
meant
remember.
but I did. The Ras was in it because I know you.
Rascalele.
No.
But so sorry. All right. Diavlo. In addition to playing Adrian's festival, what else does the summer and fall look like?
Yeah, we have I think every Saturday, June 8th at the Paramount. What is it? The 29th, we're gonna play at the Levitt Pavilion.
Okay.
Levitt.
Right, yes.
Parker MacArthur for free.
Yes.
With Inspector.
Nice.
We're gonna do
Big
that.
one. Big one, yeah.
Inspector the 29th. Yeah. Yep. We have no
June
violence.
29th?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
June 29th.
Yeah, June 29th. We're playing with Asael, no violence in our scene. I think that's in
right.
Orange County.
June 29th.
Yeah.
The observatory.
Observatory, yeah.
The observatory.
Yeah. And July 13, we're flying out to Mexico City.
And what will you be playing in Mexico City?
Centro Cívico Ecatepec.
Is that a festival?
Kind of, yeah. Little festival they're doing, yeah.
Nice.
We'll be the headliners.
That's
Wow,
amazing.
nice.
Keeping
Representing Los Angeles.
Yep.
busy.
Yep.
Yes.
So before we wrap this up, is there what do you want to share that we've not talked about? It's a two-part question. Anything that we've not talked about, obviously we could, I know that we only scratched the surface with your careers. But so anything that we've not talked about. And secondly, is there anything that you want to share about the scene that both your bands are part of that people may not, that might surprise some fans and viewers?
Starting off with the scene, I think we need to expand it because they're doing a lot of festivals, like let's say which is, I think Supernova. They're barely starting looking this way, like with Latin, which is this kind of music. They're taking Inspector, I think, this year, Escarnales, but we need to play those festivals too. Yeah, like Supernova, so they can hear our music. So let them know that we are here. To let them know that we could play too festivals like that. Yeah, and we can make people move too.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, especially if it's like it's more white people assisting that kind of festival, right?
Well, yeah, to show them.
I think it's probably mixed. You're gonna have a lot of New Yorkers now, the Latin community from New York, Pittsburgh, New Jersey coming down to the festival. I think the crowd is mixed. If you mean specifically Supernova, I think it's
yeah, but they didn't put a lot of Latin ska before. I think
right. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Last year was Out of Control Army.
Yep.
This year is Inspector, which is super good.
Yeah.
Now they start looking this way, so maybe the other year, next year, we'll be there.
I'm sure.
True. Right. Yes. And then Diavlo, is there anything that we've not touched on that you want to make sure to get across about you or about your group, Chencha?
No, I think we got everything. Yeah, we cover a lot.
So, any closing thoughts?
Chapo?
Hello?
Any closing thoughts?
And anything you want to share, Adrian?
Well, my Facebook, my Instagram. No, I mean, I'm gonna add something, and I'm super thankful with you guys, having the space for us, and to the little kids. They went to Bolochos and then grow. Because I saw it at the shows now, and I'm not remembering those kids because they look different.
They've grown.
That kids was like 14, 13 years.
Wow.
And now has
30,
kids,
35.
babies. Has more than 30. Yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
And then so their faces, and I'm like, it's you? Oh, I don't remember. Sorry. But I like to say thank you to everyone to you guys, to Don Diablo,
Thank
and
you, bro.
the whole Ska scene.
Yes. So real quick, two more quick things. So Adrian, and Don Diablo, are you seeing, to your point, Adrian, are you seeing parents bringing their kids more so now to the concerts?
Oh yeah, a lot.
A lot more.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
that's great.
So yeah,
Yeah.
like Chapo said, now we see a lot of kids, but these kids are their parents used to go to our shows before, so
Right.
now they're taking their kids,
Yes.
and not only them or myself, I take my little girl too.
Yeah, but
Nice.
So yeah, we see a lot of kids now. Man, what is it, Chapo? 3 generations already, or 2 at least?
Yeah.
yes, 3
Oh,
generations.
Could be 3.
That's-
Because your band will be
Three.
celebrating 30 years in 2 years, right? So
Yeah.
should be
Yeah.
about 30 years. Yeah,
that's-
3 generations easily.
That's amazing.
Easily.
Wow.
Easily.
Yeah. So Don Diablo, we talked off the air about this, but you host a podcast. Is that correct?
Yeah, I put my little part too. Like Chapo said, thank you guys for doing this, because if it wasn't for you guys, the bands wouldn't exist either. So you guys give us like what is it, a space, a little space, so we can share our stuff, our music, our thoughts.
Well-
Like I told a photographer the other day, hey, if it wouldn't for you guys, we didn't have these pictures. We couldn't show our kids how we looked before.
Right. No, it's a collective effort. As they say, it takes a village, and it's true, to
And thank you guys. Thanks to you, we can share our music.
So where
So-
can people find your podcast? When and where?
So that's what we do here. We do podcasts every Sunday live
Every Sunday.
at 12 noon here. Time
Live or
live, yeah.
wow, okay.
live?
So yeah, we interview a lot of bands. I have a lot of messages that they want to be on the podcast. I think
Can imagine.
next Sunday I'm gonna interview a band from Chile, Rojo
Yeah.
Vivo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what platform do you do this, Alan?
I use 7 platforms live, which is I think 5 from Mexico City, and my platform, which is Facebook,
So you do
Diavlo
Facebook Live?
Vision, and YouTube.
Wow. All right. That's great. Well, congratulations. How long have you
So
been
can
doing
people go ahead?
I'm sorry.
that? How long have you been doing that?
It's gonna be 8 years.
Incredible. Congratulations.
Oh, you're not a hurry come up. You didn't start yesterday.
And you know what I was
Congrats.
thinking? I think I'm gonna have you guys here too. If you want to, I would love to interview you guys
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
live.
count us in. That would be wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. No, that's super impressive.
Collective, you guys have made a lot of contribution to the scene here in Southern
Indeed,
California.
Indeed.
Adrian, I had no idea you did so many things.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's a monster too.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Wow.
the man.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Well,
I work for a music company, a huge music company. They give me the opportunity to start doing Irish relations. As you know, you can see I don't really speak English, but I always try. And
You're doing
and-
pretty well, Adrian.
and when I speak, or when I try to do it, I do it more with my heart than that I speak. So I start working with IHOMI, International House of Music, and they give me the opportunity to work with a huge artists. They play stadiums like Grupo Firme, like Juan Gabriel,
Nice.
Grupo Frontera. So I
Wow.
started relationated with those guys who plays in the main scene, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So that's after you
And I-
closed your shop, you started working with them, right?
yes,
Okay.
Wonderful.
Well, congratulations.
Mhm.
yeah, and I started working with at Nam show too. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
well, I working at the music industry since 2015.
15 after you
So
closed your shop.
nonstop. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
So how can people contact you guys? I think I'm repeating that question. I think it was asked before.
On
Where?
Which one's
social media, people can find you on
Yeah, social media, which is
If you want to book your band,
Facebook, Instagram, Chencha Berrinches. Yeah, it's easy.
right.
Adrian, you too, right? If people want to book
we have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
the whole 9 yards.
OnlyFans, Raskahuele Oficial.
Right.
Raskahuele Official. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Adrian, thank you
Thank you.
for you've always been so kind and collaborative and so cool over the years. So congratulations to everything you've done, and thank you for all your contributions. And Don Diavlo, it's wonderful to finally meet you officially. And
Thank you, guys. Same here.
and also
Yes,
many
indeed.
thanks
Mhm.
for you and really opening the door to so many others within the scene. So
Mhm.
yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
And
Chapo.
Okay. Thank
yeah,
you.
encouraging our fans to subscribe to this podcast series and our YouTube channel. Additionally, please follow us at History of LA Ska on Instagram and join our Facebook group. This series is produced by Rockery Radio, and of course, the head man is Eric Kohler.
And Junior, I want to thank you for all your contributions.
Thank
and
you as well for your
friendship,
hard work.
and yes, this is a collaborative effort.
Mhm.
Adrian, thank you. Don Diablo, thank you so much. And
Before you hit the pause button,
oh yes,
so where are you guys performing next? Your next event?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, dude. For us, it's at the Observatory. ¿Cómo se llama el festival?
Non-violence in our scene.
Non-violence, yes.
Yeah.
We play on the 16th and
oh June
Sunday.
Yeah.
June 16th.
16th. All right, all right.
Yeah, we're playing next Saturday, which is the second or
Mhm.
the first or second. I think it's the first of
June
Wonderful.
of June.
Mhm.
Right.
June, with CD release of Matamoscas,
Mhm.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Big show.
Shout out.
the Regent Theater.
Yes.
It's
Nice.
gonna be dope. Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you to everyone out there for the ongoing support. We encourage you to please do your part to celebrate and preserve the scene. And I'll leave you with, come out, put on your dancing shoes, and enjoy yourself. And much love, and be well, everyone. Until next time, gentlemen, take care.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Abrazo
you.
fuerte.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, indeed.
Felicidades, Chapo. Abrazo.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Cuídense.
Bye-bye.
Bye
See you at
now.
the pit.
Yes, take care.
All right.